going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with a quick update video in regards to Marvel Strike Force's newest blog post here, being the Sentinel of the Spaceways. Absolutely amazing, you guys. In this video I just want to quickly go over his skills, where I can see him adding a lot of value into different teams' dynamic. And as well, I just want to show you guys a quick infographic with regards to the upcoming legendary events, who I believe is best to be projected coming forward. So with that being said, let's go ahead, dive right in. I'm just going to skip the details here, but I'm very excited to talk about Norrin Radd finally joining us in the Marvel Strike universe. One of my most favorite characters. I'm really glad Silver Surfer is finally taking a crack into our game that we're passionate about, really instilling back some life that we much need, especially for the fan base that's been yearning for additional customer service and support. So I'm glad to see that, there's finally a response to this, right? This is extremely exciting. He is going to be a character that I don't think I felt this excited for a character in quite a long time. Let's quickly talk about the skills and why he's so powerful with his skill set. But first and foremost, you're going to see with his basic here, Cosmic Crackle. He's going to be able to apply a primary target damage for piercing. But one of the key things we're going to see in a new mechanic surrounding Silver Surfer is the fact that he's actually going to be able to transfer all the negative conditions that the attacks from. And in addition, if they don't have any negative effects, it also takes away their positive effects. So really, if Silver Surfer is impacted in a negative way, he's going to be giving those conditions away. Conversely, if there's positive buffs, we're going to be stripping them away from the primary target and taking it away. So I really like that. You're also going to notice the familiar trend with all of Silver Surfer's attacks is that they can't be counterattacked. So it doesn't matter if they have the counterattack on them. He's just going to bypass that with all his attacks. I think that's really useful. And I think it's a very nice mechanic we're going to see, just because of the fact that Silver Surfer, having his background, being able to kind of manipulate the molecular compound. It's really cool to see that that's actually infused into the life of this character here. Next, with his special ability, Silver Surfer, the Sentinel of the Spaceways, he's going to be able to apply a primary target with 600% piercing damage, which is, by the way, absolutely unbelievable amount of damage already. On top of that, he's going to apply Disruption for 2 turns to that primary target, as well as attacking the adjacent allies for 200% and applying defense down. So not only are you shutting down and disrupting the primary target already for 2 turns, additionally, anybody around that primary target is also going to gain that defense down, really allowing us that opportunity to weaken and give us our team that extra offense up and damage, because really defense down is essentially the same as offense up, even if our team doesn't have that. So it's really just going to be able to add further damage to our roster. I think that's absolutely amazing value he's going to be able to add. Last but not least, it's going to be the ultimate here for Event Horizon. Does cost quite a bit here with the 6, but you're going to see that by attacking all enemies, he's going to apply more additional piercing damage. He strips the immunity from all the enemies and applying a detrimental heal block for 2 turns. So really shutting down all the enemies already. On top of that, I think what's going to really be a deal breaker here is the fact that he can clear all charge effects, all positive effects, and on top of that, apply an amazing ability block for 2 turns to the primary target. So once again, heal block to all the enemies around him, but really shutting down that primary target. Once again, we're lucky that this ability doesn't apply to all enemies, because otherwise this character is definitely going to be a shutdown character. We've been seeing a lot, especially with the Shadowland coming out, but once again, you're going to see this attack can't be blocked and can't be counterattacked. So absolutely unbelievable. I think it's just going to add some amazing value in the game. Last here with his passive, you're going to see the Power Cosmic on spawn. He's going to gain an impressive defense up for 3 turns. As well, any turn, he's also going to heal for 5% of his max health. Next, on his turn, he's also gaining speed up to a maximum of 45%, which is such an impressive amount already. And on top of that, any non-summoned ally death, he's going to gain offense up. And if he has that offense up, he's also going to ignore the defense up. So really bypassing any characters that have defense up. Not that it matters anyways, just due to the fact that his basics already kind of strip away the positive buffs. On top of that, his passive gives him the 50% resistance, as well as gaining additional resistance if there's more villain cosmic enemies that he's facing up against, and gaining additional focus if he has a hero cosmic ally, and more focus especially for him, as well as his fellow allies. And last but not least, any resistance is lowered by 50% for enemies with a heal block, which means really when he's applying that heal block, thanks to his abilities, he's going to be doing additional damage. So really, the key things to keep in mind here is you can see how powerful he is. We've talked about so many stats. We've talked about the fact that he's going to be gaining all these bonuses and buffs. He's going to be a really offensive juggernaut. And as well, his passive really gives him viability to be applying to different teams. You can see here that specifically the one nice thing that Scopely did for this character release is the fact that, you know, he's not going to be slotted into a team. So Silver Surfer is going to be able to fit in with any team that essentially has a cosmic trait, just due to the fact of the passive being able to provide value. So really, personally, I think he's going to add amazing value being a part of the Fantastic Four. That's essentially what I thought originally was where he was going to go, right? But now with that, with more clarification on his abilities and his kit, we can see he can be able to provide amazing value to characters that have not been utilized for a while. You know, some that come to mind is the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're kind of slipping a little bit, but you know, by replacing Drax with potentially Silver Surfer, it can turn that team into an offensive juggernaut just due to the fact that he increases the focus as well as the resistance. So absolutely unbelievable. Other teams I can think about is just the footage they showed us as well, right? The mixture of Fantastic Four, Inhumans, or another cosmic powerful team. You can slot it in there as well. If you guys, and when we eventually get to the release of the Doctor Doom for Dark Dimension 4 completion, you bet Silver Surfer is going to have amazing synergy as well with Doctor Doom, really creating a very offensive juggernaut. With that being said, you guys, I'm very excited. I hope this comes out in a very convenient way. Rumor has it is going to be out in the milestones, which is quite similar to how Symbiote Spider-Man came out, as well as Emma Frost. And as you guys have seen with those two characters, they only come with those events, and when they do, they really make headways because they leave such an impactful influence in the game. And definitely this is not a milestone event you want to miss if that is the way it is released. With that being said, you guys, that concludes my overall preliminary review of this Juggernaut for Silver Surfer. I also had a chance to finally be able to kind of put together a projection. I know a lot of players have been asking around for the legendary characters to be projected because, you know, with recent changes and whatnot, especially most recently with Ebony Maw and Black Bolt being released and not really expected, because if you guys recall, Star-Lord was the one originally announced. I have created here a quick infographic just to kind of detail my expectations in terms of who I believe will be coming out, just to help you guys in terms of kind of projecting and preparing and farming and trying to get your characters leveled up. Keep in mind too, this guide here that I made, it's really just based on my estimations and review of the rotations in the past. I will put a link in the description below if you guys want to hold that and just use that as part of a guide to assist you in terms of farming. But again, you know, keep it lightly. You'll see here in the yellow that I've outlined, these are the ones that are likely to be expected, and anything in red, in my opinion, is anything in red in either the box or the font is likely going to be and can be changed. So just keep that in mind. But I do believe strongly going forward it is going to be the releases of Star-Lord and Invisible Woman. So fingers crossed that is supposed to be the next few characters for Legendary. I hope it's accurate, but you just never know when Scopely decides to juggle things around. But it is kind of based on the rotations of what's happening and what has been occurring in the event so far. So with that being said, you guys, I hope this provides insight. Hope you enjoyed the quick review here. I'm very excited to see Silver Surfer joining the Marvel Strike universe. As always, you guys, thank you for supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.